Good morning, everybody. Matt Moda here with the Dong Report. Of course, the Dong Report being where I give you my favorite home run picks of the day. As for today, we're talking Friday, August. It's the 9th. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm going to have 8 players on Dong Watch for you guys to lock in. A nice, juicy, heavy slate of dongs for today. Hopefully, we can have a better day than yesterday, where we did get a dong to mash. But unfortunately, we only got one dong to mash, which because I play these in a round robin means that I ended up not getting any of our profits back. So we were down 1.05 units yesterday. Now that of course comes off of a 3 dong day on Wednesday. So it kind of makes sense to have a little bit of a step back. Overall, this week's been amazing, up a little, about 20 units on the week, which is obviously very, very good. So hopefully we can continue that type of run and bounce back a little bit from yesterday. If you've been tailing everything on the entire season, you are up about little less than 14 units on the year. So it's been a hit or miss season, but we have been coming on recently. So let's hope we can continue that. Reminder to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already, and then like, comment this specific video. And then the last thing I'll say before I get into the bangers is that I do have a Dub Club where I send all of my plays out. If you're unfamiliar, Dub Club is just a platform that you can sign up for where people like me send plays out to people like you if you are interested. It's only $5 a month. It gets all my plays sent directly to your phone. So if you don't want to deal with YouTube and watching the videos and stuff like that, that's an option. If not, no worries. I just like to give people the option. Let's get into these dongs. So gonna have 8 guys today. Gonna have 3 that are in the same game. So you're gonna end up needing to place 4 total bets. But regardless, we can get into plays number 1 and 2. I'm combining them because they're both in the Rangers versus Yankees game. And I'm taking Aaron Judge and I'm taking Marcus Semien to hit a home run. Not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but I don't want to pronounce it the way it looks like it's spelled for obvious reasons. So this is the best game of the day from a weather perspective and looking at the stadium as well, according to Ballpark Pal, our friends at Ballpark Plow, talking dongs. But anyways, with heavy winds blowing out to left field, already somewhat of a hitter's park at Yankee Stadium. And these are 2 juicy pitching matchups as well. Both the Yankees and the Rangers pitchers are pitchers that you would want to target for home runs. There's honestly not a lot of ways you can go wrong backing batters in this game. I decided to go with these 2, but if there are other guys that you like, I wouldn't blame you. This game is what I like to call an all-you-can-dong buffet. So I'm choosing Aaron Judge and Marcus Semien. If you wanted to choose Corey Seager or Juan Soto or Jazz Chisholm or Adolis Garcia or anybody else, I wouldn't blame you. Again, I'm only going with these 2. And I really like the plays for both of them. Now, looking at Aaron Judge, he obviously doesn't need that much of a sell. Obviously, he's incredible. He's been the best home run hitter on the entire season. And after a stretch where like the Blue Jays and the Angels basically walked him every at-bat, his last game, he didn't get walked once. So hopefully we are a little bit past that. And if you do need a sell job on him, he's going up against Cody Bradford of the Rangers. And of all pitchers starting today, Cody Bradford has the worst home runs per at-bat. He's literally allowed, home runs per at-bat to right-handed hitters. He's literally allowed 1 home run per every 4.33 at-bats against right-handed hitters. That's terrible. Now, it's a small sample size because he hasn't pitched the entire year, but that's really bad. Judge quietly hasn't hit a home run in the past 4 games, which for him is basically the entire season. I think that changes today. And then as for Marcus Semien, you're playing him against one of the best matchups for right-handed hitters against the dong ball pitcher in Carlos Rodon. We've targeted Rodon all year. He's been terrible. And Semien has absolutely crushed Rodon's pitch mix recently, which is predominantly fastballs. And then after that, fastballs and sliders. And against those 2 pitches, Semien has a hard hit rate of 66.67% over the past 2 weeks with an ISO rate of 0.429, 42.9% ISO rate. Just been crushing those pitches. I love Marcus Semien, and then I also think it's worth playing a double dong on Aaron Judge. Now, FanDuel doesn't have odds on that out right now. It probably does by the time you're watching this. I would only throw like a 1/5 of a unit on it, like 0.05 units, or not 1/5, sorry, 5% of a unit, which for me is $5 if you're going to play the double dong. But if there's ever a game in which he would, it's this game with this weather in this pitching matchup. Next up, I'm going with, Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run. I like him a lot to hit one. Now, 3 home runs are going to help your stats, obviously, but Schwarber has been on fire. Even if you take out, Wednesday when he hit 3 home runs, even if you take that game out, he has been on fire over the past month, over the past couple weeks. looking at the past 7 days alone, he leads the MLB with 6 balls launched, which balls launched, people also like to call it a piss missile. That's a fun name, but the site I use calls it balls launched, which means average exit velocity of 100 miles per hour and above between a launch angle of 20 and 40 degrees. Launching the baseball. He has 6 of those over the past 7 days, leads the MLB, and all 6 of them were against right-handed pitching. That is what he is facing tonight against the Diamondbacks, Ryan Nelson of the Diamondbacks. Now, I will admit, Nelson has admittedly been pretty good in terms of allowing home runs in his last couple starts. He actually hasn't allowed a home run in his last 5 starts. Digging into those starts, seems like it has a little bit more to do with the luck than anything. His average exit velocity in that stretch is 90.8 miles per hour. That would be tied for the 3rd worst average exit velocity allowed in the MLB if you just extrapolated that out to the entire season. And his launch angle in that same stretch of games is 15.6 degrees. That would be the 20th highest launch angle in the MLB. So he's allowing batters to hit the ball hard and put them in the air. And that's only looking at his last 5 starts in which he hasn't allowed a single home run. So I think the home runs are going to start to come against Ryan Nelson. He also throws a fastball over about 55% of the time. Schwarber crushes fastballs off of right-handed pitching. His next 2 pitches, changeups and cutters, Schwarber crushes those pitches as well. So we hit 3 home runs on Wednesday, none yesterday. I think he stays hot. He dongs 1 today. That's play number 3. Next up, play number 4. I'm taking Elly De La Cruz to hit a home run. We're still getting really, really juicy odds on him, and I took him yesterday. He didn't come through. That's okay. You look at the game he had yesterday, he was amazing. He had 3 hits, so he's 3 for 6 at the plate, and he also had 3 hard hits as well. His average exit velocity yesterday was 99.6 miles per hour. He didn't go yard because he didn't get that launch angle high enough, but you look at how he's been hitting the ball over the past week, he's tied with Kyle Schwarber with the most hard hit line drives plus fly balls. So those obviously are taking into account the launch angle. So it's not only just balls that are hit hard, but it's hit hard, also put in the air. Again, he's tied with Kyle Schwarber for the most hard hit line drives and fly balls combined over the past 2 weeks. He's got 9 total. Sorry, not 2 weeks, 1 week. He's got 9 total over the past 7 days. So despite the fact that he didn't hit a home run yesterday, it's because his launch angle was too low. That's not something that I deem to be an issue today, because he's got one of the juiciest pitching matchups in the MLB. I mean, today just features juicy matchup, dong ball pitcher after dong ball pitcher. For this one, it's Aaron Savale of the Brewers, formerly of the Rays. He's been among the worst home run pitchers in all of baseball, meaning he's allowed a lot of home runs. Of all pitchers that have thrown at least 100 innings, which is a lot of innings, he's got the 3rd worst home run per 9 in the MLB. Top 3 pitches he throws: cutters, sinkers, curveballs. Looking at the past month, De La Cruz has crushed that type of pitch mix. 18.75% barrel, 64.29% hard hit rate, and 50% ISO rate against these 3 pitches from right-handed pitching over the last month. Today, I think he goes yard. He's another worthy double dong play as well. There are like 2 or 3 guys that are worthy of hitting 2 home runs. He's one of them, him and Judge, and then probably Kyle Schwarber as well. That's play number 4. I got 4 left. 2 of them, or the last 4, are in 2 games total. So it's going to be 2 in one game, 2 in another. Next up, we have 2 batters on the Padres. So reminder to place this as a separate same game parlay. I'm taking Jackson Merrill and I'm taking Jurickson Profar. 2 long shots in terms of odds, but I love the opportunity that they both have to hit a home run against Edward Cabrera for the Marlins. That I feel really good about putting both in the Dong Robin, even though they are pretty long shot. Now, Cabrera has been terrible at allowing home runs both to right-handed hitters and left-handed hitters. We're targeting 2 lefties today in Jackson Merrill and Jurickson Profar. Merrill's a lefty while Profar is a switch hitter that will be batting lefty. Both of these batters hit the pitch mix of Edward Cabrera very well. The most common pitch he throws is a changeup. Jackson Merrill has a barrel rate 25% against changeups over the last 2 weeks, 20% for Profar. Next up is the fastball. Profar, that's the best pitch he hits by far, are 4-seam fastballs. Annihilates 4-seam fastballs, specifically from righties over the past 2 weeks. He's got 2 home runs off of 4-seamers with a 33% barrel rate and a 66.67% hard hit rate. So he barrels it 1/3 of the time. He hits it hard 2/3 of the time. And Merrill, while he's not quite as good against 4-seamers as Profar, he still has very good numbers against them. And then the third one is a curveball, which admittedly Profar doesn't have good numbers against, but Merrill does. So you're kind of getting a combination of the 2 of them that hit, I mean, Merrill hits all 3 pitches well. Profar hits the first 2 well, especially the fastball. And against curveballs, Merrill's got a 25% barrel rate, specifically against curveballs. So you put them all together, both these hitters have been crushing these pitches over the last 2 weeks. I think that stays the case today. They both go yard, which would be amazing because it would guarantee profit by a lot if they both went yard. That's plays number 5 and 6. And then plays number 6 and 7, I'm going back to the Athletics hitters in Brent Rooker and Lawrence Butler. Lawrence Butler, he's a legend for what he did on Monday when we had him in the Dong Report and he pinch hit a home run. I just thought that one was going to get refunded and then an L when he pinch hit. Not the case. He came through with the dong, helped us with our 18-unit profit day on Monday. And this matchup, Jose Berrios pitching for the Blue Jays, another just absolute dong ball pitcher, similar to Aaron Savale, similar to Carlos Rodon, in that he's just a dong machine. He's been a dong machine for most of his career as well. And this year, he's got the 5th worst home run per 9 in the MLB. That's on the entire season at the 5th worst. Over the last, his last 10 starts, he's been even worse. His home run per 9 is 2.28 in his last 10 starts, which is terrible. His last start alone, he allowed 3 home runs to the Yankees. So yeah, the Yankees have some mashers. Quietly, so do the Athletics. Now, Lawrence Butler has admittedly cooled off since his just absurd July. Brent Rooker, not really as much. If you look at his last 2 weeks, Brent Rooker still hitting the ball hard. And if you look at the past month, these hitters are crushing the pitch mix as well. You're sensing a theme here with hitters versus pitch mix of the pitcher. But Berrios throws sinkers, slurves, four-seam fastballs, and changeups. That's 90% of his pitch mix. Rooker, over the past month against right-handed pitching, has hit 6 home runs off of this pitch mix. Barrel rate of 23%, 67% hard hit rate, 48.7% ISO rate. Butler hasn't quite been as good, but hit 3 home runs off of this pitch mix, 54% hard hit rate, 31.3% ISO rate. I think they both stay hot today. Dong some for us, and that's all we got. Huge dong slate today, 8 total guys to hit home runs. Reminder that I play these on FanDuel as a round robin. I put $5 on each individual. I put $5 on the round robin times 2. So today ends up being 1.4 units risk total, because for me, $5 is the equivalent of 0.05 units. You need to place the dong robin straight up, and then you need to place separate same game parlays for each guys in the same game. So that would be Judge and Simeon, that would be Merrill and Profar, and that would be Rooker and Butler. So it's gonna be 4 total bets placed today. Let's get some dongs. Appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Dub Club, blah blah blah. Again, thanks for watching and have a good one.